going on, guys? Welcome to episode 6 of our Tottenham career mode. And today we've got 3 games on the docket, 2 in the league and 1 in the cup, the Carabao Cup. Here it's Ipswich is going to be our game there. We've also got Brighton and Huddersfield on the way in the Premier League, and we're going to take a look at the Premier League and where everybody is as of right now. We're in 4th place, 10 points through 5 games, not too bad. And at the top you can see Fulham right there at the top after 5 games, 4 wins and a draw. Leicester, and then Arsenal, Spurs, Chelsea, United have gotten off to a poor start. Liverpool and City, of course, with only 1 win from 5 and 4 losses, 3 points after 5 games. Not very good. So we're going to jump right into it. We got Brighton away from home, and then it looks like we're going to go ahead and probably rotate just a little bit for the Ipswich game, and we'll see where we go from there. So let's jump into it. We got Tottenham and Brighton. Brighton coming forward. They'd like to start early here, and that was a really big gap there in behind the defense, and they got a shot off, and Lloris has to save, and I'm not sure where that gap came from right off the bat, though. Right into that gap. Oh, that's a really good ball right through the middle. And it's Pascal Gross, and once again, right in between our center backs. There's a huge gap, and what a massive save from Hugo Lloris there. I'm not sure what's going on with the 2 center backs right now, but that's twice that gap has opened up. Just playing around with it, looking for a bit of an opening. Finally comes to him, and Eriksson has a strike in that. Was one heck of a strike. Wasn't even facing goal, and he pulled a save out of the goalkeeper there. Not sure how he got the power on that. Too much dribbling here, and Harry Kane's on it. And Kane, can he get that ball in? Sure he can, and oh, it's almost in, and Harry... Oh my god! Dele Alli's missed an open net. All he had to do was tap it home there. Unbelievable from Dele Alli there. We took an extra touch and should have shot earlier. And then that from Dele Alli is just unbelievable. Vertonghen finds Kane with a long ball forward. And Eriksson, can he find Lamela? It looks like he can. It's Lamela here, and can he finish? And no, it's hit the goalkeeper and cleared away. And I thought that was the goal, even after it hit the goalie. But he did well to get back and hook that out. And we really should be ahead. Nicely done. And here's Eriksson. And Eriksson gets just away. Eriksson has an attempt, and oh, it's off the post. It was a really good little run there from Eriksson. He just skipped away from that late challenge and then put it right onto the post there. And not the throw I wanted, but it's going to come to Kane, and he's going to hit that first time and straight at the goalkeeper. And we're getting really close. Ball back in. Can we get that ball out? Nicely done. It's him, Son. Son! Oh, he's finished it. And we've taken the lead deservedly, I feel. Got that Barini celebration there, and it is 1-0 here. Im Song, who's had a good year so far to start. It's a good ball across, and I was going to go with Kane, but it looked like Charletto might have had something to say about that. And ooh. Did the goalie get a touch on that? It looked like he might have. Hooked in, and oh, the goalie did get a touch on that. He probably should have did a little bit better than that. But we don't care. 63 minutes on the clock, and we've taken a 1-0 lead. Finds Kane again. Ooh, just going to fall to Dele Alli. He's going to hit that first time. What a strike that is. That is a brilliant strike from Dele Alli, who's certainly sealed this game up here. It was just sitting there, popped up at the right height, and Dele Alli smacked that home. Stayed low, right across the ground. Look at this strike. It's a bit fortunate to come back to it, but what a strike that is from Dele Alli. It really is a great strike. Perfect height and smack. Look at that. Low. Going away from the goalkeeper into the side netting. What a goal that is. It's 2-0, and that should be that. Finds Wanyama. Harry Winks. And Harry Winks does well to get toward the byline. Clips it back, and Son. Look at that. That cross just hit him in the head, it seems. He put it toward goal, and it's 3-0. And a bit harsh on Brighton, to be fair, though. We did deserve the win, I feel. But 3-0 is a bit much. But we'll take it. And Harry Winks, he got to the byline here and then cut back. And just swung it in, and his son was right there to just hit it right on home. It wasn't exactly meant for him. It was probably meant for the back post, and Son just cut it into it. Header in, 3-0, and a victory here, 3 points. A minute to go here, and we are in a good position. 13 points from 6 games isn't too bad at all. A nice 3 points here. A very tough game. Brighton gave us quite a bit early, but in the end deserved victors here. As we move into our game with Ipswich, we're probably going to rotate just a little bit. So let's jump into that game. Alright guys, so we're running into this Ipswich game with a fully rotated side. Martial, Llorente, and Lucas up front. And then Winks, Grealish, Rabiot in midfield, and Tierney, Sanchez, Foyth, and Aurier along the back line, sitting in front of Michel Vorm. And then everybody, most people, I'm not going to bring too many. I'm going to bring Skip along instead of Wanyama. But other than that, we've got some big hitters on the bench just in case. Kane, Dembele, Lamela, and Ming Song all on the bench if need be. So let's jump into it. We got ourselves Ipswich and Tottenham in a Carabao Cup game. Aurier did well enough there. Tried to clear it and couldn't. And in the end, Bicycle kicks that clear. And it's good football right off the clearance. And here we go. And can we get into a good position here? It's Martial. Couldn't find an opening. And oh, he's hit the post with a great strike. And a bit unlucky Martial there. He was looking for a pass there. But the Ipswich defenders took up the extra attackers there. And he attempted to bring that in on his own and gets a little bit unlucky. Can we do anything with it here? That's a brilliant ball and a dreadful attempt, and luckily he was offside because that was a dreadful attempt. Just missed it almost completely. Nicely done. Here's Tierney back inside, and Ipswich are rather bare back here, and it comes into Lucas, who hits it, and it's a goal. And I'm not sure where the Ipswich defenders were, but nowhere to be seen on that left-hand side, and Lucas dips in and grabs us a goal here, and we lead 1-0 early here, and it's just like that. We've started off this game brilliantly well. A good goal from Lucas, a 1-0 start, perfect. Nicely done, taken away right there in midfield there, and Ipswich are playing on dangerous ground here, and it's another goal here as Lucas grabs his second in a couple of minutes, and it's 2-0 in Ipswich. I'm not sure what they're getting at, but we'll take it very, very much so. A giveaway to Jack Grealish in midfield, and Lucas's pace just takes him away, and he fires it up above the goalkeeper into the top of the net, and it's 2-0, 2 for Lucas. Unbelievable start here. Grealish did well to turn, has an attempt from distance, and it's a good save. Grealish doing really well there to manufacture a shot. It's going to come back, and oh, that's just wide. That looked like a goal right there. Harry Winks couldn't get it in. Almost came away with it, and at halftime, we are 2-0 up, completely dominant against Ipswich right here. And our second team is actually quite strong now that I think about it. After a couple of our signings with Grealish, Rabiot, Martial, Tierney here, it's a good set of second team players here, and a lot of them can definitely start on the first team on any given week. Really, it's a really nice thing to have. But we're completely dominant here over Ipswich. I don't think Ipswich have even had a shot yet, and it started off quite well. And here's Llorente, and Jesus, that was not far away either. Nicely done there. Out wide here, and it's going to come to Aurier. And Aurier, can he find it here? And it's Llorente with a really lovely, lovely touch back inside and a great calm finish. Or not Llorente, that's Rabiot. The hair kind of got me there. Rabiot with a lovely touch and brilliant finish. Either way, it's lovely. It's just swung back in from Aurier. He did well. Look at that touch back inside and a brilliant finish away from the goalkeeper there. That's a great, great, great goal. And Rabiot gives us a 3-0 lead, and we should be done and dusted here. Llorente does well. Winks. Lovely by Winks. It's Martial. Martial wants himself a goal, and he's deserved one the way he's played today and gets it. It's 4-0 here, 55 minutes on the clock, and we are running away. This could be a baseball score very, very soon. 4-0. Very nicely done there from Winks, and Martial with a great finish. Very difficult for the goalkeeper. 4-0 here. Free kick once again to Ipswich, who've only threatened from set pieces. And another free kick that wasn't overly far away. Sanchez just dragging the ball up, and then it plays an awful ball out there. But Rabiot did well enough. Not quite, but we're going to hold on to it. The ball comes in, and Lucas on a hat trick goes for goal, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper there. He would definitely love himself a hat trick, and poor Ipswich couldn't really handle it. But our second team here, as that's a brilliant strike they do get their consolation. It's 4-1. A brilliant strike there from Hughes, and oops, I skipped right through it, but very emphatic this victory, 4-1, and we'll definitely take it. And it's very nice to have a second team here that's filled with talent. There's some good players here in the second team. On the right wing, Lucas played, but Lamela could have easily played there, of course, because he started the Premier League game after Lucas was just a tad tired, as did Eric Dyer, who didn't even get into the squad today. So very, very, very nice stuff right there. But we've got Huddersfield away, and we've got an opportunity, depending on what Fulham do, to go top of the table here. As you can see, Arsenal, Wolves here behind us. Arsenal have a chance to go ahead of us, of course, if they were to win their game. But we've got Huddersfield here. It looks like Grealish is going to be okay. He hurt himself just a tad in that game, but it looks like he's going to be just all right. So let's jump into it. We're going to start with our normal lineup. Huddersfield and Tottenham. Nicely done. Eriksson finds Kane. Kane, nice ball out, and it's Dele Alli. Oh, it's a good save in the end by the goalkeeper. Oh, it's a good ball here as Kachunga is onside. Kachunga there, and it's always rising. And a decent opportunity there for Huddersfield. It's been very difficult to break them down as of yet. Now Huddersfield are on it. Huddersfield's good ball in. And not a great attempt, but we are offensively not playing very well as of right now. Can we push at this a little bit here as Dele Alli comes forward? Dele Alli. And can we get that overlapping run? Yes, we can. It's Lucas. Lucas looking for another goal, and it's a good save, and Harry Kane can't get a header on. Heung-min Son holds on to it. Can we do anything? Oh, it's a lovely ball from Heung-min Son, and oh my god, the header over. A dreadful header. Can we break right before halftime here? And doesn't look like it. And at the break, it is 0-0. Not the most entertaining of games, but toward the end there, we had a couple chances, and they've been keeping us quiet. They've had a couple chances as well. Not great ones, but enough. And it stays 0-0 here, but it feels like there's a goal in this game. Nicely done. Here's Dembele coming forward. Dembele finds Kane. Kane from distance. Oh, it's a great strike. It's just like Dele Alli's there. It's fallen back to him after a deflection, and Kane gives us the lead here. Kind of came from nothing. And in reality, the first goal of this game seemed like it was going to come from nothing. And it has. So the ball came in, and Kane hit it first time, or almost first time pretty much, and then it fell right back to him after deflection. He had a little bit more space, and whack. Look at this finish there. Look at the ball physics on this. Is really, really lovely. And just like his goal, Dele Alli in the last game there, very lovely stuff. Nicely done, and we break forward here, and just like this, could it be two? Lucas, he's got pace, and he comes flying forward here. Lucas, it's a great finish. It's 2-0, and just like that, 2 quick goals. It's just like against Brighton here, and with a half hour to go, you have to wonder about Huddersfield, who haven't created too much, and given away 2 quick goals after holding off for such a long time. It's 2-0. It's a good goal. Another goal for Lucas. A great finish. And 2-0. There we go. Kane with a good touch in. And he gets the ball forward as well. And can he get it out to Martial, who's just come on. And this is his first touch. And Martial cuts in. Martial with the third. It's a great finish. Martial, the first time he's gotten the ball, finishes this game up. 3-0 for Tottenham here. It seems like 15-20 minutes here. And it's 3 quick goals. And poor Huddersfield have been torn apart in this second half. And as they push men forward, it's very difficult for them. All the time in the world to run at the goalkeeper, Martial here. And a great finish indeed. 3-0. Bad ball to give away. Deflected away. It's a good ball in, though. And Huddersfield's best chance for a long time there. And it comes in the 85th minute. And that was the issue with them. They were doing really well to hold us in the first half. Stayed 0-0, but they never really created too much, especially after the break. That is definitely going to do it, as this game is going to end 3-0 unless they can score right here, and it's just pushed off by Alderweireld, and there it is. It's 3-0, and a good episode. 3 wins against teams we arguably, of course, should be beating. Blues around Huddersfield, but it's a good win, and it puts us in a good spot in the league. We've got some tougher games to come as Arsenal win their game. Everton have beaten Fulham, so we pass Fulham up and go to the top of the table. Now, Arsenal do have a game in hand and can pass this up, of course, and reach the top of the table. But the next episode, as you can see, is going to start with Barcelona there. We're going to check out here Barcelona, Cardiff, and then what I imagine is a Carabao Cup game, and if not, it is West Ham, but I believe there's a Carabao Cup game in there. But I can check out the standings. We'll take a look at the Premier League before we go, but we've got Barcelona next, which is very, very, very tough indeed. And we're also going to check something out, as Wolves are 2 points back of us, but as you can see, Arsenal have their game in hand, can pass this up. Still early days, still very much early days, but we're going to play games tomorrow. Now, what I think was going to happen if we win all three tomorrow, especially the Barcelona game, if we win all three and win it pretty easy, I think we're going to move the difficulty up to Ultimate, since that is new on Career Mode this year, and I normally play with sliders, and as I'm getting into this, it's going to eventually go that way as Gazaniga is sold, and another 2.7 million to come into the club. So we may move up to Ultimate depending on how the next episode goes, guys. But I hope you folks enjoyed episode 6. Stay tuned for more, and peace.